Hello and welcome to the Queber channel. I'm Jason, your host. It's 1:35 a.m. Be you. It's very important for you in your life to be you. To do what makes you happy. Spend whatever time you have doing what makes you you. Seems to be a very simple concept, but it's something that a lot of people forget about. As a child, we have dreams. As a child, we have an innocence and a simplicity to our life. And as we grow up, while we still have our dreams and they evolve, and we figure out what we want to do with our life, it's very easy to get sidetracked. It's very easy to allow others to influence you. And that can be a good thing or a bad thing. Living in an echo chamber is never good. But remember, your thoughts, your feelings, your needs matter. Who you are. Don't let the world tell you what's right. Don't let the world tell you what's supposed to feel good. We are all unique, and I believe in the long term, it's not the bringing everybody together to believe the same thing that is going to help. I think it's the diversity in human species that will improve us over time. I think individuality is the key to the future. You see, if you look back in history, it's not the masses that ever make the change. It isn't. No matter how much a government or a way of thinking will try to make you think that it's the masses that make change, it isn't. It's the Einsteins. It's the Curies. It's the people that step outside of the box. The people who follow their own path. And that we need to remember that. What you do in life won't last forever. Your time here is finite. We don't know what comes next. We don't know about that. We can supposition, we can base things on science, we can base things on facts, we can base things on experience. We don't actually 100% know, none of us, what happens after we die until we actually die. So that is something to be left at the side. What happens now matters. It's okay to have a spirituality, it's okay to have a goal, it's okay to believe in a higher power. That's fine, it's your choice. But you should never force that on anybody else, and it should not be a point of judgment. What's much more important is how someone treats someone else. Are they a positive influence in life? Do they practice what they preach? And unfortunately, a lot of religious people do not do that. Do not do that. The thing is, it's be you. And don't let anybody in your life that judges you for being you. It's your choice whether to accept what they say. It's your choice whether or not to follow something that doesn't feel right. Be you. Because when you come to the end of your life, you want to look back at your life and think, hey, I did okay. It's okay to let go. It's okay to have someone look after you. You don't have to be a feminist. You don't have to be a liberal. You don't have to be a conservative. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to be anything anybody else tells you. Just be you. If that means being gay, if that means being trans, if that means being hetero, that's okay. As long as you're being you. This is probably the best lesson I can ever give to anyone. And when it comes to love, don't let anybody tell you what is too old or too young. Don't let anybody tell you that this person's too old for you or this person's too young for you. I've seen relationships between people that are massive age gaps. Sometimes even 20 years. And you know what I've seen? While the people around them were always saying, oh, this will never last, this will never last. Those people are having the time of their life. Don't limit yourself by what society tells you, because society doesn't really know anything. Society is all about forcing everybody to think like you. As long as you're an adult, as long as you're making informed choices about your life, it's not a bad thing to follow your heart. It's not a bad thing to be you. What is a bad thing is finding yourself at the end of your life and looking back and realizing that you didn't take those chances. You didn't explore these things. When you're talking about your job and your career, remember that yes, you need money. Yes, you need financial stability, but if you can, find a job that makes you smile. It doesn't have to be the best paying job. It doesn't have to be the most a career that will take you to whatever levels. It needs to be something that makes you laugh. That in the morning, on a Monday morning, when you have to go out to bed and go to work, that you have a feeling inside you that makes you smile. Friendships. There's always going to be people who try to drag you down. There's always going to be people who try to control you or try to turn you into something that makes them feel better. There's always going to be toxic people, but you choose whether to let them in and let them affect you. You choose to let them make you like them. You don't need that in your life. And money. yes, it's nice to have enough money to keep stable and financial and so on. But there's a certain point when money just becomes a scorecard, when it's no longer benefiting you or anybody else except for your accountant. Let me tell you something. The factory I used to work at a long time ago, most of the people who worked there, they died within 5 years of retirement. Yes, plan for your retirement and that, but don't put off what you do today while you're still healthy. Holy shit, don't. Make sure your work-life balance during your thingy and your career and family balance, or career and friend balance, is there. And if you're a woman, don't let anybody tell you when's the right time to have a child, or whether or not to have a child. Personal choice. I've known happy people who have never had children. I've also known very happy people who have had children very early in their life. It's all been about personal choice, whether it's a choice that you make. Love is not about what society says is right. Love is about what feels right inside here. I would far prefer to make 1,000 mistakes in love than to never experience love. I've always been someone who's never judged anybody based on their age. I have friends who are 15, all the way up to one friend who is 75. What has always mattered to me is how this person is, who they are inside. We have some people on the Discord who are young, very young, but they're also intelligent and caring and learning and becoming amazing people. Age does not automatically mean that it's a good person. And the lack of experience and lack of age doesn't automatically mean that you should be disallowed from conversations. The perfect example is a good friend on the server, David. When he first came to the server, he had never been in a place like my server, and he did a lot of things without thinking, as children do, as young people do. But I am really proud to see who over the year this person has grown into and become. He's one of the most thoughtful people sometimes, and sometimes when we're having a laugh, when we're having a joke, he's the voice of reason. And it's wonderful to see. Surround yourself with people that are good people. People who don't take away from you, who don't make you feel bad, who you can't be honest with. Don't surround yourself with those people that drain you, that are like leeches that are just sucking everything out of you. I am very lucky to have some amazing people on my server and to have met amazing people through my life, even with my issues and challenges. I guess because being autistic and because of my limitation and my lack of an ability to deal with stupid and lack of an ability to deal with lies and deception and that, has raised the bar to the point where people that actually stick around and people who actually do become my friends, it's all about they are a positive influence on me. And sometimes they're a positive influence that I really need, even if I don't want to listen to them. These are people I always trust with myself, that I don't have to explain my weirdness. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day.